Wonderful. Good evening, everybody. Lovely to see you all. Thank you so much for joining. Just to piggyback on Adam's kind introduction and comments, next class and the last class in the series is next Wednesday evening at the same time at 5:30. And as Adam said, he'll pop the link to sign up on there as well. For those of you who've been joining me the last couple of weeks, thank you so much for joining again. For those of you who might be joining for the first time, welcome. For those of you who have joined me the last couple of weeks, we've started to work through a little sequence that we're going to build into. So we're going to continue to build through that. For those of you who haven't taken it, it really doesn't matter at all. For those of you who have taken it, just some of the shapes might seem just a little familiar. So we're going to continue to work through those poses. Most importantly, as you work through your practice tonight, I want you to listen to your body, modify your practice as you need to. Last week, I did a little show and tell of different household items that you can use around the place for little props or modifiers as we work through the practice. So please feel free to grab any of those things if they're helpful. Quick little summary of that. If you're looking for a prop that can give you a little bit more height instead of a block, you can use something like a book. Instead of a bolster, a pillow or a cushion makes a beautiful option. And also, if you're working instead of a strap, you could use something like a belt or maybe the strap that often comes around a yoga mat when you purchase a yoga mat. So just grab any of those things that might make you feel just a little bit more comfortable in your practice. And those of you who might have a little furry friend who enjoys being part of your space when you're working through that, allow them to be part of that. They'll enjoy it as much as you need to, as you see my one pop in and out of the camera back here behind me right now. His name is Javier. He's a little chocolate toy poodle, so you might see him running in and out of the photo at times. Alrighty, friends, with that in mind, what we're going to do today is we're going to start on our back. So come and have a seat on your mat and then come and lie down onto your back. You lie down here onto your back. I'm going to offer you two different shapes to get started here tonight. Firstly, more gentle and more approachable. Let the soles of the feet come to the outside edges of your mat, and then let the knees come in together into the midline, what we call a broken bridge pose. Let the back of the head lie down. And the shape I'm going to offer here with our hands this evening is to bring your right hand onto your belly and your left hand onto your chest. Those of you would like to find a beautiful opening through the inner hip area, we're going to find a pose called Sukhasana. So bring the soles of the feet to touch. Let the knees spread wide. If you're using your household supports here, you might like to slide a pillow or a cushion underneath the outer hips just for a little support through the hip area. Yoga is simply a practice of connections. Feel the support of the earth underneath the body. Feel the earth cradling the body. We think of the element of earth and its relationship to yoga. It's all about support, structure, alignment. From a mindfulness aspect, think about yoga in the form of self-love. Find this form of self-love here. I invite you to start to cultivate your intention for your practice tonight. I often ask this question. When I'm working with different groups, I'll ask them to list the things that they love most. And often people will put friends, partners, family members. Sometimes materialistic items or things that are special to a person. More often than not, we don't think about ourselves. I'm a big believer that you are the source of the love or the energy that you receive back from others. So finding that place of self-love is very, very important. So as you start to cultivate the intention for your practice tonight, I'm going to pose a little question. The question I'm posing is, what do you do for yourself each day that is self-love? You've already done it today. You're taking this time for yourself to work into your yoga practice. But do you do that every day? It could be as simple as taking some time to read a book, have a coffee just by yourself. Something that's important just for you. Something that recharges your batteries. That question is difficult to answer. Don't judge that. Just think about it. as you work through your practice tonight and see where you can bring those things into your life. Exhale any air from your lungs. And from the belly, inhale. Pull the breath into the belly, up into the chest, the collarbones, right up into the back of your throat, and pause. Nice and slowly back out through the nose. Exhale. Have to find a little awareness of the core. Control the breath, and at the bottom of the breath, start to pull the belly button up and in so the lungs are completely empty. I'm going to do that 2 more times. From the belly, inhale. Expand the belly into the right hand. Pull the breath up into the chest, expanding into the left hand, into the collarbones and the back of your throat, and pause. Nice and slowly again with control, back out through the nose. Exhale. You might find with the exhale a little whispering sound in the back of your throat. In yoga, we call this our Ujjayi breath, the breath of yoga, a breath that energizes the body. 1 more time, from the belly, inhale, deep and full. Make this the deepest, fullest, the most expansive breath of the day so far. Pause at the top. And slowly back out through the nose. Exhale. The bottom of your breath, now find your own breath. A nice even breath with the length of the exhales match the length of the inhales and vice versa. While we're on our back here, I encourage you to close your eyes as long as it feels safe and comfortable here in the body. Using the strength of your legs or the arms to support. Pull your knees together and then pull your knees into your chest into what we call Apanasana and give the knees a nice tight squeeze. Find a nice release of tension away from the hips, away from the lower spine. Inhale. On the exhale, lower the soles of the feet down onto the mat. Tee out your arms. Gently pick up your hips, shimmy them a little closer to the right edge of the mat, and on an exhale, drop both knees to the left. Reach your right arm to the right, gaze towards the right, if that feels nice. Maybe you deepen our little twist here by bringing the left hand onto the right knee, the right side of the right leg, or maybe up onto the right hip. And just deepen through the twist. Keep breathing. Nice long inhales to find space. Nice exhales to gently soften into that space. Keep breathing. Lovely, everyone. When it feels nice here for you, on an inhale, come back in the center. Pull the knees back into the chest and give them a nice tight squeeze back into Apanasana, just neutralizing through the spine. When it feels good here in your body, we'll simply switch out sides. Glide the soles of the feet down, tee out the arms. Pick up the hips, shimmy them a little closer towards the left side, inhale. On the exhale, drop both knees to the right. Extend the left arm to the left. Maybe use the right hand here on the left side of the body to deepen the stretch. If it feels comfortable in the neck, send the gaze, or what I like to call the intention of the gaze with the eyes closed, towards the left hand. Keep reaching with the left arm. Might even hear little creaks or cracks in the spine. Just allowing the body to open, nothing to be concerned about. Keep breathing. It feels nice here in your body. On an inhale, come back in the center. Pull the knees back into the chest. And again, pull the knees nice and tight into the chest. Give them a nice tight squeeze. Beautiful, everybody. Lower the feet back down onto the mat. Bend the knees. Bring the hands into an interlace. And then with the hands, cup the back of your head with the hands. Inhale. Broaden through the chest. Broaden through the elbows. On the exhale, pull the elbows towards one another. And then tuck your chin towards your chest. Just finding a nice release of tension through the back line of the body. Through the back of the neck. And all depending on where you hold your tension, feel where you find the release of stress here in the body. For some of us will be high in the neck, maybe between the shoulder blades, the middle spine, the upper spine. You might like to move the head slightly forward, back, side to side. Just releasing tension away from the neck area. Keep breathing. Nice, everybody. If you have the bind, you release it. Lower the back of the head down. Reach your hands forward. See that you can touch the back of your heels with your fingertips. Building a little strength here into the legs, the glutes, and opening through the spine with your breath. Inhale. Lift the hips towards the ceiling into bridge pose. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs. Exhale, lower your hips back down onto the mat. Lovely, everybody. 2 more times with the breath. Inhale. Lift the hips nice and high towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower your hips back down. Last time with the breath, and then we'll hold it. Drive through the heels. Inhale. Lift the hips high towards the ceiling. Lift the chest a little higher, lengthen through the neck area. Exhale, lower it down. This one will hold. Inhale, lift the hips high towards the ceiling and breathe. For those of you who like a little bit more restorative here, you could slide your pillow, your cushion, and underneath your lower hip area. You might like to bring the hands to the lower spine for a little support. For those of you who like a little bit more energetic variation here, interlace the hands, roll the heads of the shoulders a little further and underneath the chest, and lift the hips and the chest a little higher towards the ceiling. Again, the eyes can be closed through all of this. Just allow yourself to find space. Nice, everybody. Take one more inhale. Exhale wherever you are. Release any bind you have or release the props and lower the hips back down onto the mat. Beautiful, team. Pull the knees back into the chest and give them a tight squeeze in Upanasana. Bring the hands to the back of your hamstrings or to the back of your knees and start to rock and roll the length of your spine. All the way from the tailbone, all the way to the base of the neck area. And you can do this as fast or as slow as you like. And you can do this as many times as you like. Just finding a beautiful little self-massage with the weight of the upper body, rocking and rolling through the spine, releasing any tension that you might have. When it feels good here for you, rock and roll yourself all the way forward and find a seat at the front of your mat. Beautiful, everybody. When you get there, I'm going to give you a couple of different options. Firstly, the most approachable option is what we call Sukhasana, a simple crisscross of the legs. Start with your right shin in front of your left. For a lot of us, we'll be in this sort of shape, with the heels a little closer, the knees a little wider. I want you to think about bringing your feet, your knees, and your shoulders all sort of in a general alignment area here. Inhale, find a long spine. On the exhale, hinge at your hips and fold. For my friends who are a little tighter here, hands can come down beside you. You can use your hands on the floor for a little leverage to find a little bit more space. If you have more space in the body, you can bring your hands out in front of you. You can bring your forearms out in front of you. You could reach the arms long. Maybe the forehead comes down onto the surface. Just find your place of depth. For those of you who would like to deepen the sensation of the stretch through the hips here, I'm going to find what we call Gomukhasana legs. So we'll stack the knees on top of one another. Only do this if you're a little bit more open here into the hips. Whichever variation you have, flex at the ankles. What that does is protects the knee joint. So find the shape that works best here in your body. Don't force anything. The key to stretching is this ability to find the sensation, hold the sensation. As that sensation subsides, just get a little further or a little deeper into the stretch. Inhale. On the exhale, start to walk your hands off to the left side of your space. Straighten your arms and reach your right arm as far away from you as you can. What tends to happen here is our right hip or our right butt cheek lifts a little higher up off the mat. See if you can soften that down onto the mat. Finding a beautiful stretch through the outer hip on your right side. Also finding a lateral line stretch here. So opening through the side body. Keep straightening the right arm. Keep reaching the right arm as far away from you as you can. Remembering this is completely optional. Nice, everybody. If you're not already, start to walk your hands back into the middle. And with your breath, inhale brings you back up in the center. Nice. However you make it happen, we'll switch out the legs. So left shin comes in front of the right shin, Or if you're working with the Gomukhasana legs, bring your left knee in front of the right knee and bring the heels to the outside edges of the hips. Inhale, find your long spine. On the exhale, hinge at your hips and fold. Now this side will feel different. If you're a little bit more open here, you might be able to reach a little further forward. If you're a little tighter here, don't be frightened to come out of the pose. Each side of our bodies are different. As humans, we're asymmetrical in our shapes. So never compare each side of the body. One side is usually a little stronger. One side is usually a little bit more open. So again, we're just looking for sensation. We're never looking for aesthetics in the body. Keep breathing. Again, here is perfect. If you would like to add on, now start to walk your hands off to the right side of your space. Extend the left arm as far away from you as you can. Pull back on your left hip and soften your left sit bones down. And the eyes can be open or closed. I love to close my eyes, allowing myself to be at peace, void of distractions around you. Feeling connected in this concept of connections. Lovely, everyone. If they're not already, walk the hands back in the center. And inhale, lift the chest up. Beautiful, everybody. However you make it happen, you can roll over your knees or swing the legs to the side and come onto all fours in the tabletop. Come to step your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Have a look at your hands. See that your index finger is facing forward at 12 o'clock. Spread the fingers evenly. Straighten the arms. Wrap the triceps back so the eye of the elbow is facing forward. Curl the toes under at the back. Look forward, shift forward. As far in front of the wrists as you can. Keep the arms nice and straight. And then shift back. So you're sinking the hips right back towards the heels. Finding a nice stretch through the underside of the foot. Keep working those two shapes with the breath. Inhale. Shift forward. Keep shifting forward. Keep shifting forward. Keep shifting forward. On the exhale, shift back. 2 more times. Inhale. Shift forward. Just awakening the wrists, the shoulders, the forearms. On the exhale, shift back. Nice, everybody. 1 more time. Inhale. Keep shifting forward. No end goal. Just finding range of motion in the body. On the exhale, shift back. Beautiful. Inhale brings you back into neutral. Reach your left arm nice and high towards the ceiling. Lift up and out of the left side body. Lift your left chest a little higher. On the exhale, thread the needle. Bring your left arm in underneath the right arm. Lower the left side of your head down onto the mat. And see if you can soften your left shoulder down onto the mat. Now, what you do with your right hand here is entirely up to you. Right hand can be on the mat. You can push the right hand into the mat and find a little bit deeper twist. A variation I like is to extend my right arm forward, push the palm down, and soften my right armpit down onto the mat. Finding a nice stretch through the armpit area. What you're stretching there is the serratus anterior. Those of you who like a deeper twist, you can bring your right hand behind your back and reach for your left hip crease and lift up and out of the right shoulder. For those of you who like to overachieve in your yoga practice, this is completely optional. You might like to extend your right foot back behind you. Here is perfect. If you really want to get a little deeper here, start to lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Point out through the toes or flex at your right ankle. Now, the worst thing that might happen here is you might roll over onto your left side and fall out of the pose. If that happens, laugh it off. It's just yoga. Don't take it too seriously. This means you're trying. Keep breathing. Nice, everybody. If you have the right leg lifted, lower it down. The right hand is not underneath the right shoulder. Bring the right hand back in underneath the right shoulder. And with your breath, inhale. Lift your left arm nice and high towards the ceiling. Lift up and out of the left chest. Make a fist with your left hand. Roll out the wrist. Forward and back, side to side. Just make it feel good. Nice, everybody. Keep the left arm extended. Inhale. On the exhale, start to take some circles back behind you with the left arm. So you can keep the arm nice and straight. And these circles can be as fast or as slow as you like. For 3, 2, 1. Then start to take the circles forward or just the opposite direction you're working with here. Opening through the shoulder cavity for 3, 2, 1. Lovely, everybody. Lower the left hand down. We'll simply switch out sides. Inhale. Right arm reaches nice and high. Lift up and out of the chest. Lift up and out of the side body. Exhale, thread the needle. Right arm comes in underneath the left. Soften the right side of your head down. Soften the right shoulder down. And just find space here in the body. Again, your variation with the left arm. Left hand can push a little further into the mat. That's a beautiful variation of the twist. My favorite option is to reach the left arm forward. Soften the left armpit down. Those of you who like a deeper twist, left hand can come behind the back. Reach for the right hip crease or a part of the clothing or costume on that side of the body. Again, for my overachievers, even if you didn't do it on the other side and would like to try it, maybe the left leg extends towards the back of your mat. Here is perfect. Or if you'd like to add on, start to extend the left leg towards the ceiling. And just breathe. In this concept of eyes open or eyes closed is entirely up to you. If I was working this practice by myself here, I'd be doing it with my eyes closed. Just whatever feels most comfortable, safe in your body. No right or wrong. Don't be frightened to try things. It's how we grow, it's how we change in life. The leg is lifted, lower it back down. Bring the left hand back underneath the left shoulder if it's not already. With the breath, inhale, reach the right arm nice and high towards the ceiling. Make a fist with the right hand, roll out the wrist. Forward and back, side to side, just make it feel good. Nice, everybody. And then we'll add in the whole arm here. Let's keep the arm nice and straight. Start to take some circles back behind it. Extend out through the side body here, as fast or as slow as you like for 3, 2, 1. And start to take the circles in the opposite direction. You might notice you hold tension in a different spot on the side. Don't judge it, just recognize it for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, everybody. Lower the right hand down. Curl the toes under if they're not already. Push out through the shoulder blades. Here is perfect. If you'd like to add on, now hover the knees up off the mat just by an inch. Pull the belly button in. Squeeze the core. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2. Shift the body weight forward in front of the wrists. And then send your hips back and up into our first downward facing dog. Really lovely, everybody. Last week when we worked through this, we came high on the ball down of the toes and we pedaled out the legs. Just know that's an option. Or for tonight, find any movement that feels good here in your body. So much of our yoga practice is intuitive. So just finding movements, finding shapes that work in our body. Just releasing tension, releasing stress from our lives, from our days. We all deal with stuff in our life, right? Everybody does. Just find the shapes that allow you to relieve the stress in your body. Nice, team. Once you feel like you have all the movement out of the shape, find a place of stillness. Strong hands, long arms, hips nice and high. My friends, a little tighter in the back line of the body. Don't be frightened to lift the heels, bend the knees, and just find this extra length from the side body. That will release some of the tension through the back of the legs. Inhale, look forward. On the exhale, walk or step your feet in behind your wrists. So your feet are a little wider than the hips. Slightly pigeon toe the feet. So the toes are slightly in and the heels are slightly out. Bend the knees. Let the belly and the chest snuggle down in between your thighs. Here is perfect. If you'd like to add on, find opposite hands to opposite elbows. Any variation from here is entirely up to you. You can sway side to side. What I'm offering here tonight, in addition to swaying side to side, is to find some little bounces. Some little bounces from side to side. Just using the weight of the upper body, the momentum you're creating, to release tension away from the back line of the body, especially the lower spine, opening through all the intervertebral discs. Just make it feel good here in your body. And then wherever you are, you're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, everyone. Release the hands down. Slide your feet together to touch. And then with your breath on an inhale, Nice and slowly with control, roll yourself up into standing. Beautiful, everybody. I'm going to face the camera here. Bring your arms down beside you. Palms face forward. Have a little look down at your feet. Thank your feet for allowing them to do what they do. Nice, everybody. Now lift your toes up off the mat, all 10 toes. Push the outside edge of your feet firmly into the mat. And then see if you can just gently lower your pinky toes down onto the mat. Just the pinky toes. Nice. Now lift all the toes back up off the mat and then try to spread the toes as wide as you can. Just working into the dexterity into the body here as well. For me, it's sort of weird. I can do it really well on my left foot and really poorly on my right foot. But, you know, whatever. We're all different. Nice team. Now see if you can lower just the big toe down onto the mat. Keep the other toes lifted. Whatever happens, who cares? Just give it your best effort. Nice. Now lift the big toes up and lower all the toes back down onto the mat. Nice, everybody. Bring your right hand behind your back and then grab the right hand with your left hand and see if you can make a fist with both hands. So I'll come a little closer towards the camera so you can see what I'm working here. My right hand has come behind the back and then I've made a fist with my left hand. Beautiful. As you work here into the shape, now try to pull that right hand around the body, pull the left elbow back and soften your right shoulder down. So you're getting a beautiful stretch across the chest, collarbones, and into the front part of the shoulder joint. Keep breathing. Nice, everybody. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, we'll simply switch outside. So keep the fists and then move the fist to the right side of your body. You might notice that one side you can bring just a little further forward. Pull this right elbow back. Soften the left shoulder blade down. Broaden through the chest. Keep the glutes nice and engaged. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Keep pulling the belly button up and in. Looking so good, team. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, release the arms down. Nice. Let's add on here. Inhale, reach the arms high. See your palms touch above you. On your exhale, forward fold. Release the hands down towards the mat. Adding on here. Inhale, find a long spine. For those who are a little bit more flexible, might have the fingertips on the mat. You might like to bring the hands to the shins, the knees, or the thighs. You might also like to take a little bend in here into the knees. All we're looking for here is length from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Pull the belly button in, squeeze the shoulder blades tight. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands down onto the mat. First little straight pose here, step back in the plank pose. In plank pose, you can be on your toes or your knees. Straighten the arms, push out through the shoulder blades, look forward, shift forward. Lower the knees to the mat, wrap the elbows back, and lower the whole body with control down onto the mat. Beautiful, everybody. Bring your hands right beside your floating ribs. Uncurl the toes, bring the big toes together. With your breath, inhale, cobra pose. Gently lift the chest up off the mat. Just a little pressure into the hands for support. Push the top of the feet into the mat. Squeeze the inner thighs. Engage the back line of your body. On an exhale, slowly lower the chest back down onto the mat and relax the back line of your body. 2 more times with the breath. Inhale. Elevate the chest up off the mat. This time, see if you can bring just a little less weight in the hands. Exhale. Soften everything down. 1 more time. Inhale. Lift the chest up off the mat. Maybe this time you hover the hands. So all the engagements in the back line of your body. Exhale, lower the chest back down. Curl the toes under. Push the knees into the mat. Push up into tabletop. And then send your hips back and up into downward facing dog. So nice, everybody. Take a deep inhale. Open the mouth. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale. Come high on the ball out of your toes. Bend your knees, look forward. On the exhale this time, walk it, step it, or maybe hop the feet to the front of your mat and bring the big toes together. Inhale, find your version of a long flat spine. Exhale, fold just a little deeper. Inhale, stand and reach. See your palms touch above you. On your exhale, bring your thumbs to your chest. Nice, everybody. Inhale, reach the arms nice and high. Interlace the fingers above your head and push the palms towards the ceiling. On the exhale, side bend towards the right side. And this one will hold. A few things here. From the ground up, push hard into the outside edges of the feet. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Squeeze your glutes nice and tight. That supports the lower spine. Lift up and out of this left armpit. Lift up and out of the left chest. See if you can straighten the arms a little bit more. Nice, everybody. Inhale brings you back up in the center. Exhale, simply bend to the opposite side, to the left. Again, you might notice a different place of tension in the body. I hold a lot more tension on my right side, so I feel this all the way from my outer right hip, right through to my extended fingers, the extended palms. Keep breathing, find space. Inhale brings you back up in the center. Exhale, goalpost out your arms. Inhale, broaden through the chest. On the exhale, start to pull your elbows towards the back of the room. Here is perfect. If you would like to add on, maybe you push the hips a little forward and lift the chest a little higher towards the ceiling, just deepening into the back bend. Keep engaging the glutes to support the lower spine and breathe nice and deep into your belly. Looking great, everyone. Inhale, reach the arms high. See your palms touch. On the exhale, forward fold. Release the hands down towards the mat. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, find a nice long spine. Exhale, plant the palms down. Step back into plank pose, toes or knees. Look forward, shift forward. I'm going to do this one from my toes. Nice and slowly in control, bend the arms. Lower the whole body down onto the mat. Uncurl the toes, big toes touch. Just one time this time. Inhale, baby cobra. Little to no weight in the hands. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the inner thighs, lift the chest up. Exhale, soften the heart space down. Curl the toes under. Last time we took through this through tabletop, that's option 1. But if you'd like a little bit more strength in the upper body, lift the knees up and straighten the arms in the plank. And send your hips back and up into downward facing dog. Nice, everybody. We're going to do all of that like a little flow. We're going to do it 2 times with the breath. That's where the vinyasa comes into the practice. Inhale, come high on the toes, bend the knees, look forward. On the exhale, journey to the top of your mat with your big toes touching. Inhale finds a long flat spine. Exhale folds just a little deeper. Inhale, stand, reach, palms touch. Exhale, thumbs come to the chest. Nice, everybody. Inhale, reach the arms high. Interlace the fingers above your head. Push the palms to the ceiling. Just for the breath. Exhale, side bend towards the right side. Inhale brings you in the center. Exhale, side bend to the left side. Inhale in the center. Exhale, go pulse your arms. And then find your version of the back bend. That can be as simple as pulling the elbows back. Or maybe you push the hips forward and lift the chest up. Inhale, reach the arms high, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold, release the hands down, bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, find your version of a long flat spine. Exhale, the palms come down, step back in the plank pose. I'm going to do this one from my knees. Look forward, shift forward, slowly in control, bend the arms and lower the body onto the mat. Uncurl the toes, big toes touch, just one time. Inhale, cobra. Can you lift the chest up off the mat? Can you roll the heads of the shoulders back just a little bit more? Exhale, soften the chest back down. Curl the toes under. I'm going to take this one through tabletop. No plank as a variation. Straighten the arms. And send your hips back and up into downward facing dog. Nice, everybody. One more time. Inhale, high on the toes. Bend the knees. Look forward. Exhale, travel your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale finds a long spine. Exhale folds just a little deeper. Inhale allows you to stand, reach, palms touch. Exhale, thumbs to the chest. The elbows are wide, the core is nice and tight. Adding in our side bends. Inhale, reach the arms high, interlace the fingers, push the palms high. Exhale, side bend towards the right. Can you push your right hip a little closer to the left? Inhale in the center. Exhale, side bend to the opposite side. Looking so good, team. Inhale brings you back up in the center. Exhale, go past the arms and find your version of the back bend. Push the hips maybe just a little further forward. Inhale, reach the arms high, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold, release the hands down. Inhale, finds the long spine. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back in the plank pose. I'll do this one from my toes. Knees, always an option. Look forward, shift forward. Slowly lower the body all the way down. Uncurl the toes. Inhale. Find the back bend. Squeeze the glutes. That supports the lower spine. Exhale. Lower the chest down. Curl the toes under. Tabletop or plank. Straighten your arms. Send your hips back and up into downward facing dog. So nice, everybody. Take a deep inhale. Open the mouth. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale brings you high on the toes. Gently lower the knees down onto the mat. Uncurl the toes. Bring the big toes together. Spread the knees wide and push yourself back into child's pose. Just take a moment here for yourself. Take a moment here to breathe. If you can find length and space in the body, snuggle the hips a little closer towards the heels. Extend the palms as far away from you as you can. Keep breathing. Allow yourself to find your place of self-love. Take one more inhale. Exhale, plant the palms down, curl the toes under. We'll push ourselves back into downward facing dog. Really nice, everybody. Find the movement you need. Settle into the pose. Take a deep inhale. Open the mouth. Exhale. Let it go. Working into the next part of our flow. Inhale your right leg high. Bend your knee. Open your hip. Come high onto your left toes. Look forward. Pull the knee towards your chest. And step your right foot down beside the right thumb. Now, if you need to place the right foot down and help the right foot forward, that's perfect. Peel this left heel down. Find heel to arch alignment. With your breath, inhale, warrior two, opens you up to the left side of your space. A few little places of alignment. Once you find the heel to arch, have a look at the right toes. See the right toes are facing at 12 o'clock. Right knee, right hip are all in alignment. Can you bend this right knee a little bit more? Make this right quadriceps work. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core, and extend through the arms. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right forearm to your thigh. Sweep the left arm across the body. This is called extended side angle or Shavasana. Now, there's 1,000 different shapes you can do with the arms here. Find the one that works here for you. I love this variation. Finding length from my outer left ankle, reaching through the fingers, like you're trying to touch something that you can't quite reach. Nice, everybody. Keep the legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Flip your right palm and reach the right hand towards the top right back corner of your room. Find length and space in the side body. Can you breathe a little deeper here on the right side? Nice, everyone. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your left hand to the inside of your right foot. Roll onto the ball mount of your left toes. Inhale, twist. Your right arm comes nice and high. Lift up and out of the right side body. High on the left toes. Straighten your left leg. And see if you can touch the left side of the room with the back of your right hand. Inhale. Exhale, lower the right hand down and step your right foot back into plank pose. I'll do this one from my knees. Look forward, shift forward with control. Lower the body down onto the mat. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the back line of the body, building back line strength. Exhale, soften the chest down. Curl the toes under. I'll do this one through tabletop. Straighten the arms. And send the hips back and up into downward facing dog. So nice, everybody. Let's take this to the other side. Inhale your left leg high. Bend the knee, open the hips. You're getting a lovely stretch through the hip flexors on your left side. Come high on the right toes. Look forward, shift forward. Pull the knee towards the chest and step your left foot between the thumbs. Again, how you get them there is beautiful. Peel the right heel down. Heel to arch alignment. Inhale, warrior two opens you up to the right side. Nice, everybody. Push hard into the outside edge of the right foot. Think of this inner left thigh reaching forward. Think of this inner right thigh reaching back. Extend the arms. The wrists are almost slightly above the shoulders, and then relax the shoulders. So you're taking the tension out of the neck. If it feels nice, gaze over your left fingers. Inhale. Exhale, left forearm to the thigh. Sweep the right arm across the body. We'll find the variation that works here for you. The reason I take this shape with my arms is it takes the impingement out of the shoulder. So anybody who's got rotated cuff or shoulder injuries, that's a beautiful little variation here that allows you to work through the same pose. Squeeze this right glute as tight as you can make it. Beautiful, everyone. Keep the legs here with your breath. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm reaches up and back. Can you reach your right hand a little further down the right leg? So nice, everyone. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel this right hand to the inside of your left foot. Roll onto the ball mat of your right toes. Inhale, twist. Left arm comes nice and high. High as you can on the right toes. Straighten the right leg as much as you can. Squeeze the quadriceps as tight as you can as you lift up and out of the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, lower your left hand down. Step back in the plank pose. I'll do this one from my toes. Look forward, shift forward. Slowly bend the arms, putting strength into the arms. Lower the chest down. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Little to no weight in the hands. Squeeze the back line of the body. Exhale, soften the chest, soften the forehead down. Curl the toes under, tabletop or plank, straighten your arms, and find your little journey back into downward facing dog. So nice, everyone. Take a deep inhale. Open the mouth, exhale, let it go. That's the second little part about Vinyasa before we come to some beautiful stretches and restorative part of our practice. We're going to do all of that with our breath. Don't worry about the poses. Just enjoy the freedom and movement into the space. With your breath, inhale your right leg high. Bend your knee, open your hip. On the exhale, come high on your left toes, pull the knee to your chest and step your right foot forward. Peel the left heel down. Inhale, warrior two, opens you up to the left side. Nice, everyone. Exhale, side angle. Maybe right forearm to the thigh. Sweep the left arm across the body. Keep the legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm reaches up and back. Exhale, your left hand to the inside of your right foot. Roll onto the ball mat of your left foot. Inhale, twist. Right arm comes nice and high. Exhale, lower the right hand down. Step back in the plank pose. I'm going to do this one from my knees. Look forward, shift forward, bend the arms, and lower the body onto the mat. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Gently lift the chest. Squeeze the back line of the body. Exhale, lowers everything down. Curl the toes under. Tabletop or plank. Straighten your arms. And send your hips back and up in the downward facing dog. Left side, last time. You've got this, I've got this, we've got this together. Let's do a team. Inhale the left leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, come high on the right toes, pull the knee to the chest and step your left foot between your thumbs. Again, how you get it there is beautiful. Peel the right heel down. Inhale, warrior two. Show yourself your self-love as you work through the transitions. Exhale, side angle. Left forearm to the thigh. Sweep the right arm across the body. Inhale, reverse. Left arm reaches up and back. Exhale, your right hand to the inside of your left foot. Roll onto the ball mat of your right toes. Inhale, twist. Left arm comes high. Exhale, last time through this transition. Plant your left hand. Step back in the plank. Toes or knees. Look forward, shift forward. Bend the arms. Lower the body down. Inhale, find a little back bend. Last time with the back bend. Exhale, lower the chest, the forehead, curl the toes under. Last time with this transition, meet me in downward facing dog. Whatever little journey you take is beautiful. So nice, everyone. Take a deep inhale. Open the mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale, come high on the ball mat of your toes. On the exhale, just lower your knees down onto the mat and have a little seat down onto your heels. Nice, everybody. For a little bit more of restorative variation, you can have a seat down here onto the heels with the tops of the feet down onto the mat. If you like a little support under your seat, you can put a pillow or a cushion there. Those of you who like a little bit more activity, you can curl the toes under here and then have a seat down on your heels. Bring your hands interlace to the lower spine. Bring the palms together. So bend the elbows enough to make that happen and interlace the fingers. Roll the heads of your shoulders back. Inhale. Push the chest towards the ceiling. If you'd like to add on here, start to separate the wrists away from the lower spine. And then maybe you straighten the arms here as well. Eyes open or eyes closed. Just breathe. And a lot of work there through the front line of the body, building strength through all our planks, tabletop transitions in the downward facing dog. It's a lovely little counter stretch for that. Inhale. On the exhale, release. Beautiful, everybody. If you've got the toes curled under here, you can just uncurl the toes, roll the hips down, and extend the legs out in front of you. Nice, everybody. Give the legs a nice little shake. I'm going to start to work here into a beautiful twist as we work towards the end of our practice. For those of us a little tighter, keep your left leg nice and straight. Wherever you are, pick up your right foot, bring it to the outside edge of your left leg. If you have a little bit more space here, you can bend this left knee and tuck the left heel to the outer right hip. Your right hand comes behind your back. Inhale, extend the left arm high. Think length and space through the spine. On the exhale, bring the crook of your left elbow to the right knee and then hug your knee back in towards the chest. Here is perfect. If you would like to get deeper, inhale the arm nice and high again. On the exhale, maybe you bring the elbow all the way over the knee. Nice, everybody. Have a gaze forward, so you're looking over your left shoulder. Eyes open or eyes closed. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, if it feels comfortable here, now gaze over your right shoulder. Keep breathing. Allow the body to find space. Enjoy the twist. You might even hear little creaks or cracks in the spine. Nice, everybody. Inhale brings you back in the center. On the exhale, release the twist, extend the legs forward, and give them a nice little shake. We've got to take that to the other side here. So the right leg is long. Pick up your left foot and bring it over the right thigh. That's comfortable and easy in the body on this side. And you'd like to get deeper, bend the right knee and tuck the right heel towards the outer left hip. Left hand comes behind the back. Inhale, reach the right arm high. Try to touch the ceiling so you're finding length and space. Exhale, bring the crook of the elbow around the knee and then hug that knee into the midline. Again, here is perfect. If you want to get deeper, inhale the arm nice and high again. Find extra space. On the exhale, bring the elbow all the way over the knee. And find yourself a little deeper into the twist. What tends to happen here is we lift this left hip up off the mat. See if you can soften that left hip down. That'll deepen the sensation of the stretch through the outer hip area. Eyes open or eyes closed. Send the gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale if it feels nice in the neck. Now send your gaze over your left shoulder. So we're working through the full axis of the spine. Keep breathing. Lovely, everyone. Wherever you are, the inhale brings you back up in the center. Untwist the body, uncross your legs if you have them. Extend the legs long out in front of you and just give them a nice little shake. Beautiful, everyone. Take a little bend here into the knees. Inhale, reach your arms nice and high towards the ceiling. Flex at the ankles, keep the ankles together. On the exhale, hinge at your hips and fold. When you bring your hands, it's up to you. You can slide the hands anywhere down the legs towards the feet. You can bring the hands down onto the mat. Find your little place of depth. The only shape I'm trying to avoid is this one. You're in your PE class at school, right? And the PE teacher told you to touch your toes. You put all that energy into that. You put all the stress through the spine. But rather you take the little bend into the knees here and find the length out of the lower spine. For those of you who do have the flexibility and you can straighten through the legs, beautiful. Just find your range of motion here. There's no end goal. If I have flexi bendies in the class here tonight, and you do have the feet and you want to get deeper, your progressions are elbows to the mat. You need to get deeper, interlace the fingers, bring the hands to a full interlace to the back of your feet, then bring the elbows to the mat. If you need more, then lower the forehead down in between your shins. Whatever little variation you're taking here is all equally perfect and beautiful. Never compare yourself to my practice. My practice is no better than yours, and yours is no better than mine. We're just at different places in our journey. Yes, everyone. You have the little bind still, gently release it. Find this little bend here into the knees. Reach your arms forward. Over the count of 10 in your mind, as slowly as the body allows, lower yourself all the way down onto your back. A nice team. When you get there, bend the knees, pull the knees into your chest. A little different variation of our twist here tonight. Bring the sole of your right foot to the outside edge of your mat. Bring your left ankle across the top of your right knee and tee out your arms. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, drop both knees to the left. So the inner right knee will be coming down. The outer left knee will be coming down. And you're using the pressure of your left ankle on the outer right knee. And all depending where you hold tension, I feel this in my outer obliques. I feel this running across the top of my hip, my lower spine. Also feel this running through the IT band on my right leg. Close the eyes if it feels nice. It's a slightly different variation of the twist here. Just targeting a slightly different part of the body. Keep breathing. Nice, everybody. The inhale brings you back up in the center. Pull both knees back into the chest, into Uppanasana. Just find a nice little neutralization of the lower spine. Then we'll simply switch outside. So bring the sole of your left foot to the outside edge of the left side of your mat. Bring your right ankle across the top of the left knee. Tee out the arms. Inhale. On the exhale, now drop both knees to the right. So the inner left knee will be coming down. The outer right knee will be coming down. You'll use the pressure of your right ankle on the outer left knee to deepen the twist. And a little bit deeper sensation here. See if you can point the tailbone forward and pull the belly button in. In, eyes open or eyes closed. You can gaze towards the left hand if that feels nice. Just find your space. Beautiful team with your breath. Inhale brings you back up in the center. Pull both knees back into the chest. Give them a good squeeze. And then grab a hold of your knees with your hands. And find some little clamshell circles. I introduced into this last week. So in your favorite direction, open and close through the knees with circles. This releases the hip joint, releases the lower spine, also releases the SI joint in the lower spine. As you take the circles one way, start to take the circles back the other. When it feels good here in your body. The last shape I'm offering here this evening is called Ananda Balasana, or happy baby pose. Stamp the soles of the feet towards the ceiling. Bring the elbows to the inside of the knees, forearms to the front of your shins, and reach for the outside edges of your feet with your hands.
No.
Maybe you grab the peace fingers around the big toes, the inside edges of your feet, the ankles, the shins, or the hamstrings. Just make it feel good in your body. Whatever you have is perfect. And I want you to be intuitive. It feels nice to rock and roll, rock and roll. It feels nice to find stillness and use the strength of the arms to pull the knees to the outside edge of the rib cage. Let it happen. You're also plenty open to work into a straddle by straightening through one or both legs. Again, just make it feel good in your body. Once you have everything you need here in the pose, come back in the center and curl up into a ball. Pull the knees to the chest, the chin to the chest, and the forehead to the knees. Take a deep inhale. Try to tense as many muscles in the body as you can and pause. Keep holding. Keep holding. Exhale, release everything, Shavasana. Send the heels to the top corners of your mat. Let your feet splay wide. Like the shoulder blades and underneath your chest to elevate your heart space. Let the arms be wide. Allow your palms to face up to receive all the energy and benefits of your practice. And find complete surrender here by releasing your tongue off the roof of your mouth and completely let go. Be here in this beautiful shape for a couple of minutes. If you have the time in your evening, if you're taking this class in your own time, you can be here for 3, 5, 10 minutes. Allow it to happen. Find this place of self-love, this place of complete relaxation and release. Start to make your next breath just a little bit more conscious and aware. Bring some movement to your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles. Bend your knees and plant the soles of the feet onto the mat. And connect your hands to your body. Finding this connection to self, connection to love, and connection to purpose. Using your right arm as a pillow, gently roll to your right side. In your own time, come to have an easy seat at the top of your mat, keeping your eyes closed, connecting your palms to your heart and bowing your chin to your chest, acknowledging your practice, this beautiful community, your place of self-love, your intention. Keeping your eyes closed, raise your head, inhale. Open the mouth, exhale. Take your thumbs to your third eye center, your place of enlightenment and seat of intuition. Lokasam sta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. With love, with gratitude. Namaste.
Namaste.
As always, team, thank you so much for letting me share my practice with you. Most importantly, wherever you are right now, please stay warm, please stay safe, please stay well. If you're able to join us, we'd love to see you next Wednesday. And as Adam kindly has put in the chat and mentioned at the beginning of the class, feel free to take this class or any of the other classes or other great videos that we have at the Conservancy on the website on YouTube. As always, team, I look forward to seeing everybody next week. Please stay safe and well. Peace.